Hey, what's up, y'all? This is Rodney, and I'm back, and I just wanted to come in and run my mouth and talk about Auntie Wendy Williams. Now, y'all know for me, it is early, okay? Y'all know I'm not a morning person, um, but we have to go ahead and get this video out of the way. So, for those who have been living under a rock, my good auntie Wendy Williams, the blueprint to all of this mess that happens down on these YouTube streets. She actually did an interview with The Breakfast Club. She also did one with Don Lemon, and we'll talk. I'll probably talk about that in another interview. I mean, in another video, because I didn't watch I didn't listen to Don Lemon's the interview he did with Wendy um, in its totality, but I'll probably go back and do a little 1-2 so I can come down here and talk about the full video. Um, I'm going to be truthful. Wendy appeared on the Breakfast Club. Well, not a, it was a phone call. I probably jumped. I know I jumped the gun. Um, in my head, I just knew she was going to be in studio. But I don't know why I would think that. But nonetheless, um, it was an interview via phone. She had the assistance of her niece, Alex. Some of you um, who didn't watch the Wendy Williams show may not know, but she does have a niece. Again, her name is Alex. Alex actually appeared a couple of times, I believe. I remember her being on the show at least twice. I know, oh, I'm going to say twice. Let's say three. But I know she was on the Wendy Williams show probably even twice, probably more than 2 times. But like I think she did, like, Wendy used to have like the round table discussion sometimes. Alex, um, she took part in that segment of the show, and it was a couple of times she even would appear in Wendy's after show. So Alex has always um, been in the picture. This is just not someone who just popped in just the other day. I know some people. I'm gonna go ahead and say this. I know some people. A lot of people ask, "Where is Kevin?" Kevin is her son. I don't know anything about Kevin Jr. I don't. But and uh, I hate that Wendy is in this position that she's in with this guardianship. However, I don't think that Kevin, even with that being her son, is responsible enough to take on something um, of this magnitude. I also think there's a conflict of interest because, yes, Wendy is his mother, but Kelvin is also his daddy. You get where I'm going with that? I don't know if Kevin is mature enough or if he wants to even take on that role of really and truly making sure that whatever conversations are the business of Wendy Williams does not get back to your daddy. Because we know that Kevin is still trying to go after Wendy's money or the money that he feels that he's owed due to the marriage and all type of, the business and all that stuff, right? I just don't know if Kevin. I feel like whoever. I definitely don't think it's to be. I don't think it should be Sabrina, but I have my retainer in. I cannot take this retainer out because I've been slipping up and not wearing it. I got real sloppy, so the goal is to keep it in my mouth. So that's why you hear. That's why you hear that. Okay. Um, but I don't think it's to be. It should be Sabrina. Definitely not Sabrina, the white lady. But I don't think it should be Kevin either. I w- I'm not gonna say me because it's not my situation, but based off of the few people that I've seen, I will put Alex at the top of the list. I feel like whoever is, if it could, if it wasn't Sabrina, I feel like whoever would step up to the plate, it should be someone who does not have any dealings with Kelvin, Kevin Jr.'s father. You see what I'm saying? Someone who would be like, girl, I don't even fool with that. Kevin Jr., that's his father. So I don't know how detached she could become from his how detached she could become when it comes to dealing with his father, because again, that's his father. Wendy is his mother. He's the son. But I think we also have to take into account that it's a lot more than just him being the son. Are you going to be able to make sure that you don't tell that man your mama's business? And I don't think Kevin is mature enough. I don't think he's disconnected from his father in that way. Even though it got out, they had that fight, allegedly. I think they made up. Anyways, so Wendy is not 100%. Um, I think that it sounds like Wendy is well enough to the point where she should not need a guardianship. Alex was there for a reason. Alex was there to assist Wendy in making sure whatever message that needed to be delivered, that it was delivered. If Wendy was 100% and could do an interview by herself, Alex wouldn't have been there. It's not like Alex is a lawyer. Alex wouldn't have been there. You could tell by Wendy in the interview when she would sometimes lose her train of thought, right? Um, the look. She said that a lot. You know, like look. You know what I'm saying. You know what I mean. You know what I'm saying. Look. She said that a lot. Um, I put Wendy sounds good, but it's only 1 minute in. She's talked about her apartment being sold. Baby, let me tell y'all something. It sounds like it sounds like the way that Alex described it is like a luxury prison. Alex said that it's a bed, a bathroom. Um, she has a TV that Wendy had to purchase. Wendy let it be known that she had to purchase the TV out of her own money. So I don't even think the people have televisions. And she said it's one window that Wendy stares out of. I said, oh my God. She said it's a small apartment, a bed, a bathroom. I think she said a chair and a window that she looks out of. Wendy said that the facility that she's in, um, it's one of those facilities where people are not doing well. And her whole thing is, it's not funny, but her whole thing is, girl, I know I might be a little of a mess, but girl, I'm not doing that bad to be locked up in here with these people. Wendy said she stay. Wendy said she stay in her room. Wendy say I ain't got no problems with the people. Wendy said, baby, the people are nice. She said, I ain't got no issues with the people. But Wendy said, girl, I stay in my room. She said the issues that they have, I don't have. So I'm trying to understand why am I here. Again, Wendy does not sound 100%. I would say maybe like 85, 80, right? There's something there, dementia. Um, yeah. Anyways, um, she says that she has a phone, and from what it sounded like to me is whenever she wants to call people, she didn't say this part, but I'm assuming I had to kind of like piece some of it together. So it sounds like she does have a phone. She has access to a phone. So it's like either Sabrina or someone else brings her the phone, and then she can make whatever phone call she needs to make. But then they take the phone away from her because she said that I can call people, but if they don't answer, right, then there's no way to get back in contact with me. So I'm assuming they give her access to, you know, a telephone, and then when they leave, the phone leaves. She says she doesn't have a laptop. She doesn't have an iPad. She says she can't scroll. So I assumed again that she meant that she didn't have access to the internet. Girl, I said, girl, so she over there with an Obama phone, an old nasty old school flip phone. Mm. Um, she says that the people come in trying to make her take all types of pills, and she don't know what they. She saw. She said she started asking questions, and she ain't taking no pills. She said she only took about 2 pills in her life. Now I don't know if I believe she was. No, auntie, we ain't going. Okay. Um, Alex says that she went to visit her, and I think it was sometime last year. And she said the questions that they ask you to even gain access to Wendy, she said it's outrageous. One of the hosts, I don't listen to the Breakfast Club, so they got 2 girls now. I remember when Jess Hilarious left, I heard that they brought a new girl in. Not I heard, I saw, because I remember something happened at the Breakfast Club when we talked about it. And so I guess when Jess Hilarious was on maternity leave, um, they brought, I guess, a guest host in, and she's still there. So I said, so they have 4 hosts now. Anyways, so I think it's the same girl, the same lady. She said she went to see Wendy the other day. When I tell you this shit sounds crazy, she said that, I think her name, I forgot her name. It's DJ Envy, Charlemagne the God, Jess Hilarious, and I forgot the other girl's name. But anyways, the other host said that she went to go see Wendy. And she said she got there to the building. She signed in. She said Wendy's name was in the system. She said she was on the phone with Wendy while Wendy was letting them know that it was okay that she came up. And while she's trying to gain access to Wendy, she said 2 men came downstairs and then told her that there wasn't anybody there by the name of Wendy, and they didn't know who a Sabrina was. Because I think Sabrina also has to grant access to Wendy. Miss Sting said this was already after she signed in and she knew that Wendy's name was in the system. She's on the phone with Wendy. They come downstairs and tell her that they don't know who no Wendy is. And who the hell is Sabrina? Ain't no Wendy in the system. Girl, what? When I say this is absolutely insane. Insane. Um, Alex said that the Guardian is the one who's basically putting out these stories, saying that Willie, girl, I'm thinking about Bell Collective. Shout out to Willie and not Keisha. Um, Wendy said that. I mean, Alex said that the Guardian is the one who's telling, basically, media outlets are reporting to certain folk that Wendy is incapacitated. Um, Now, Wendy, did now, no, we want to give a shout out to Auntie Wendy's lawyer. She didn't want to go into details, but Wendy said that she tapped a little bit on her divorce, and she said her lawyer 100% did a fabulous thing. Remember, we don't talk. We don't carry on a lot about Auntie Wendy's divorce from that nickel Kevin. Okay, and there was certain verbiage, I think, in the divorce where like I can't remember the ins and outs of it, but I think there was one part where like I don't know if Kevin had a lawyer or not, but it was something along the lines of like if Wendy Williams no longer brought in income from the Wendy Williams show, then basically she wouldn't have to pay him. It was something along those lines. And so when Wendy didn't have the income from the Wendy Williams show, so all I'm saying is, girl, basically Wendy is saying that her lawyer did her big one. Okay, she said Miss Thing worked it out for her, and she said it was a fabulous thing when she got her divorce. So whatever she gave Kevin, I guess it was better than you know what Kevin really wanted or what he still says he's owed. Um, Wendy said that she only got $15 to her name, not like her money, but like that's how I took it. Like, girl, if she got $15 in her purse. Let's think that she got $15. She said, what am I supposed to do with $15? Now I can do a lot with $15. Okay. But girl, I ain't got no money like Wendy Williams either. But Wendy said, what am I supposed to do with $15? At one point, Wendy started crying because her father is turning 94. I think next week or next month. Anyways, her father is turning 94 sometime soon. And Wendy wants to go see her father, but she doesn't know if they're going to grant her access to go see her father. Oh, girl, I don't know how. Can I say something, girl? We just talking. At first, I was back and forth. When I first heard about the bank, Wells Fargo, looking out for Wendy, I was like, okay, right. I had to think about it this way. It's kind of like, when you go shopping and there may be some expenses that are charged to your card that your credit card company or bank is out kind of like out of the ordinary. So then they'll like block your card. It could be even something small like $30, right? Even though you probably spend $30 all the time, but if it's somewhere that you normally don't shop, they may stop your card. Like I forgot all about it. I have a subscription to like GQ magazine, and I forgot. I think the subscription fee is like $50 now. It was something crazy, and I was like, "Girl, $50." I know. I just remember receiving a text message from my bank and was like, "Are you?" It said, it said Gentleman's Quarterly. That's because I think that's the name of GQ magazine. Girl, and I think it said NYC, and so I thought that somebody was at a gentleman's. Hey, baby, I thought somebody was at the gentleman's club. I got a now, mind you, my card is in my bag, but I'm thinking somebody is at the gentleman's club in New York. And so they were like, "Are you familiar with this transaction?" It was like $40 a piece. I can't remember. And I was like, "No, I'm not at no gentleman's club in New York." Okay. And then when I was like, "Oh, girl, it's Gentleman's Quarterly, GQ magazine." They were trying to basically pull the money out of my account. So even if it's a small amount, you know what I'm saying? If your bank, if it's a transaction that normally doesn't happen, they'll stop your account. So I felt like when it first happened, and then you heard the stories about Kevin Jr. spending all this money for like DoorDash and Uber Eats and all types of mess. I was like, okay, well maybe this is because Wendy, these transactions that are happening, they don't normally happen. So they probably are trying to look out for Wendy. And then it just kind of like spiraled out of control, and I was like, okay, girl, this is some crazy stuff. Like it's one thing for it's one thing for you to try to look out for me. Once I tell you yes, girl, I'm aware of this transaction. Girl, I need access to my money. And at that point, whatever happens, happens. Now it's just too much. It's just too much now. Um, they're nervous that Sabrina will retaliate because of this interview. Baby, once I don't know how that white bitch got control over Wendy's money. I do. When I tell you, I do. It's team too much now. It is. Excuse me. It is team too much now. That lady does not need to be in no not I said guardianship. Did I say guardianship earlier? I meant conservatorship. Yeah, I said guardianship. Um, um, yes, Sabrina may retaliate. Charlemagne said he heard that Wendy's attorney. This is what Charlemagne said. He said he heard that Wendy's attorney made a contribution to the judge after she was assigned to the case. Wendy, it sounded like Wendy. That was Wendy's first time hearing that tea. I don't know where. I don't know where Charlemagne got that tea from, but that's what he said he heard. Uh, what else? Wendy said that the people she lives with are good people, but she keeps her door closed. Hey, Wendy said the people here are good people. I'm not trying to talk about them, but I keep my door closed and watch TV. That's what she said. At one point, at one point she started to ramble about water. That's what I'm saying. Alex did a good job of assisting her aunt. Alex, because I was like, oh, girl, I don't know how, because I started thinking, girl, I don't know how Alex is going to clean this up. And then Alex was like, basically, what she's trying to say is this is just one of the things that she goes through. She can't even get the basic wants, right? Like just getting the water, the brand of water that she likes to drink. Because Wendy, I forgot the name, I forgot the water that Wendy likes, but um, that's what basically Alex was basically. That's what Alex basically said. That it just goes to show that when it comes to water, that she can't even get what she wants, right? Because the truth of the matter, we all drink what we drink, right? Um, even when it comes to, I don't drink every brand of water. I don't, girl. Um, and then they were about to close it out, and girl, I'm not gonna lie. When Charlemagne said Wendy, I told DJ Envy, hey, baby, when he said Wendy, I told DJ Envy you thought he was gay. Listen, I guess DJ Envy did something with, Tammy Roman has that show, like that cheating show. Was DJ Envy on the show, like as like a guest host? I don't know. Something to do with Tammy Roman, and I guess the show that he was on had some gay men on it, and because it had some gay men on it, girl, Wendy told Charlamagne that DJ Envy was a punk. She said he's a homosexual, baby. She said he's a homosexual. He's a punk. That's what she said. And then they asked about Diddy. Baby, when I tell you I screamed this morning, Charlamagne brought up Diddy. And then she said Diddy will go to prison for life. You don't know the things that I knew about Diddy back in the day. And she said, it's about time. She said, Diddy done. She said, dumb Diddy not Jay. Dumb Diddy not Jay. Girl, when she started singing Dumb Diddy not Jay, baby, when I said I must have hollered. Hey! I said, come on, that's my auntie right there, girl. That's my auntie, baby. She said Diddy done. That's what she said. Hashtag Diddy done. Anyways, that's my auntie. Y'all let me know what y'all think. The interview was only like 37 minutes long. It's not a long interview. Um, I don't know what she's gonna do. I don't know. This conservatorship sounds like a prison. Um, again, I don't think that Wendy. I do think Wendy suffers from dementia. I do. I don't think that Wendy is 100% well. There is a reason why Alex was there. Okay, and I think Alex did a great job at assisting Wendy. Um, even though she may not be 100% in my book, I don't think, from what I heard, that puts her in a position where she shouldn't have access over her life. Baby, if Kanye can still walk around here, hey, hello, then Wendy should be able to walk around here too freely. I know Kevin Jr. is her son, but Kevin Jr. is also Kelvin's son too. And I don't know if Kelvin is the right person to be put in a position where he would have to really make hard decisions, assist his mother, and in a way cut his father off from all things Wendy Williams. I just would not trust Kevin Jr. I wouldn't. If Kevin was dead, then maybe. But I also don't think that Kevin Jr. understands the magnitude of what's happening. When they said Kevin was around here still swiping that card and ordering, was it thousands of dollars of Uber Eats? Girl, and your mama over here, girl, got about to have a whole life taken away. That's what I'm saying. I don't think he understood. Maybe he understands now. I don't know. Alex sounds like she's the one who could really help Wendy. I think that Alex is the one who Wendy probably trusts. I mean, you never know people. You know how people act when they start to get, when they get around money and have access to certain. But that white lady gonna have to go. She needs to go. Shout out to Mariah Huck. She needs to go. That white lady got to go. And quiet as it's kept, I don't care if she was a black lady. I just don't understand how anybody could have that much control over somebody's life as if they have no family available. Let me tell you something. Let me tell y'all something, right? And I'm going after this. If I ever make it to the point where I'm successful like that, and girl, y'all have some white person or somebody outside of my sister or somebody else controlling my stuff, girl, I'm gonna have a problem with all y'all. Come tell you, I'm writing it in stone. Don't let no white bitch be over my stuff. Don't let nobody outside of the few people who I'm probably who I'm gonna put down on my paper because no, there's only a few people I'm gonna trust with my money. Okay, there's only gonna be a few. There's a couple. Okay, but anyways, girl, shout out to Wendy Williams, the blueprint, the best who has ever done it. All right, I'm gone. I'll talk to y'all later. Have a good day. I'm about to probably go take me a nap because I have to go to the dentist later. All right, I'll talk to y'all later. Have a good night. Have a good day. Okay. Bye, y'all.